Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, it's me by myself waiting for my husband to come in to the channel. But he's always super busy. He's doing a lot of things around the house. And right now, it is October 8th. It's 10:26 p.m. here. That means on the East Coast of the United States, it's 10:26 a.m. And let me see, it's close to what time is it in California? Almost, I think 8:30, maybe 7:30. It's 7:30 in California. Yeah, that's right. Whew. Well, today was a long day, but it was a very full day. It was very successful. We got a lot of things done. And I want to make sure to tell you by the end of the video how much we spent at the Nike store, how much we spent at SM Mall when we were going to buy food and things like that, and then how much we spent while eating roadside. So we definitely know you guys have questions about what the cost is to live in the Philippines, kind of comparing it to, lifestyle that you have in the States versus lifestyle here in the Philippines. So we'll make sure to cover that by the end of it. But I do know that Hobart wants to cover the construction. And so he'll probably tell you updates on the construction, where we're at. And we've been really busy. So we didn't do a live yesterday. We got home really, really late. So we'll talk to you about yesterday, but we'll also talk to you about our province life today. So if I think about yesterday, it was Saturday, and let me see, we woke up late. Over the last week, we have been waking up late every day. And when I say late, I mean like 6 a.m. So we usually used to wake up at 4 a.m., but because of just being super busy during the day and getting to bed super late, it's caused us to have a shift in our wake up time, which is not necessarily good because our kids have to be to school by 7. So it's just making it really hard to get everything going at 8 o'clock, by 7 o'clock. So and then the construction has really taken over our lives. It kind of went for a turn because original plan was to kind of remodel the house that we're in. And we did remodel the room that we're now staying in, which it's a 3-bedroom, master suite. And so that room was remodeled. We got AC throughout the house. We also put in new windows. And we started insulating the home because the home was more of an open air kind of type home, and there was no insulation in the roofing. Also, it wasn't caulked so that the airflow would stay within the home. It would just go right up into the roof. And we also were dealing with termites. So when we got here, we had a major termite issue. So we had to redo a lot of the roofing and also any of the doors, because they're all wood. So that's what's been what we've been up to. But then here's the thing: it's we started looking at other parts of the house, and we decided that we wanted to make some updates in the other parts of the home, which turned into a whole new project because we ended up knocking down walls and kind of redoing the roof in some areas, putting in new wall, and just remodeling a bathroom that's been an outdoor bathroom, and we made it into an indoor bathroom. So then I don't know what happened, but Hobart got a wild hair and started building a second home on the property. And it's I don't know what it's going to become, but it's supposed to be a garage. but now it's a 2-story building. And so that was something unforeseen, not any plans. Like at this point, we just keep going like deeper and deeper with the build, and we haven't started on like buying a property that we were planning to do when we got here. It was like buy a property and start building on a property. We have been looking at properties pretty regularly, by word of mouth. Many people know that we are in the market to buy property. Good night, guys. Good night. So we just keep on kind of like looking at properties, seeing what the price ranges are. And price ranges for property has ranged between 100 per square meter, so 100 peso per square meter, and it's gone up to 400 per square meter, and that's in like the local area of Pangasinan. But like the province area, I'm sure it's way more expensive in the city. And if you're wondering, there is a distinct difference between city life and province life. So you could literally go from the province where everything's kind of like chill. It's a little bit more dusty and dirty. There's a lot of bugs, and it's very inexpensive living in the province. Versus you go to visit the city, you're paying for your parking, you're paying for the food is more expensive in the city, and then it's pretty clean. It's got a lot of security, and then there's just different culture inside of the city versus living on the country. That's the same with like the United States as well. You've got country life, farming, agriculture, things like that, and it is less expensive living in those parts of the United States. And then when you look at what it's like living in the city or even in the suburbs, so there's those two variations in the Philippines as well as in the United States. So it's not a big difference there. Hobart, we're waiting for you. Hey, come on over. We are live. Okay, anyways. So let's see. Let's talk about yesterday. See, Hobart needs to talk to you about the electricians, and he also needs to talk to you about rebar. Babe, can you come over here, please? I'm in the live already.
All right, sounds good. So what part of the topic?
I mean, you're the first part of the topic.
All right, hey guys.
This is Hobart.
Yeah, hi guys. I know it's usually the.
This is his hairstyle right now.
New hairstyle now. I chopped it back off.
So. No, he didn't. He put it back. He put it back.
I got a complaint from my
who?
My cousin.
What did he say?
Randy. He was like, "Man, your hair is too long." So.
Really?
I do something with it. Yeah.
I like your hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
hi to whoever's here.
So my cousin was like, "Yeah, man, hey, your hair is too long, so I had to do something with it." Hi,
Angie.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Angie. And so, yeah, it's been construction. Did you just talk about the construction?
I didn't talk about anything.
Okay, you didn't talk about anything. I thought I heard you talking about construction.
I was talking about how it was just supposed to be one part of the house, and then it turned into like a crazy, like now we're doing all kinds of stuff here.
We are doing all kinds of stuff.
Hit the like button.
And so, now we are doing another set of building. It's going to have multiple floors, whatever that means. But the house construction, the kitchen's done, actually. It's done. I think sometime Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the electric range.
I will have my kitchen back, thus having no excuse not to finish the dishes, wash the dishes.
The range and the stove and range hood is going to be installed sometime this week, or this coming week, and so that's going to be great. I think that having the kitchen back is just going to be phenomenal. There's a lot of stuff that we keep in a living room right now that we
Mhm.
can definitely put
Go
in the
kitchen.
kitchen.
Food needs to go in the kitchen. I've got it
Yes,
out right
yes,
here.
yeah.
We're
It's
just
all
living
out,
with
right? So
stuff.
can't wait to install the new fridge, and yeah, that's
yes,
gonna be great.
the new fridge.
Yeah,
That'll
the
be
new great.
nice.
That's gonna
It's
be great.
big.
Let me see what
Ah.
else. So construction. I had the because the range stove is going to be installed. I had the electricians come over and install new plugs. Right, they ran a few more feet of wire on the attic because somebody wanted to have Christmas lights up.
Yes, I want Christmas lights, but I had nowhere to plug them in. So he called an electrician to come and put in new enchufes for me. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So now we have plugs in the roof somewhere that has a switch on it. So that way I don't have to run any extension cords, at least
Right.
not like from the ground all the way to the roof.
Yeah.
Now it's built in. It's awesome. These guys came in, did a phenomenal job.
one day.
Probably took like half a day. They started around 8 o'clock and then they
Mhm.
finished around 2, 3. There was 3 of them, 3 electricians that were up there. It's awesome. Not only did they do the electrical work, but they also told me like, hey, why don't you go buy some of this stuff? And I'm like, what is this stuff? And they're like, well, it's basically what we're going to use to fix the holes on your roof. So that way your, whatever this thing is called, I don't know what they call it, kisame or something like that. The design on the plywood doesn't get ruined, because when it rains really hard, there's like droplets of water that goes on the plywood. And I'm like, oh, all right, sounds good. So I went to the store and they fixed it all up. They patched it up. At least that's what they told me. Do I have a way to verify? Maybe I'll climb the roof whenever I have a chance. But as of right now, my ability to climb up there prevents me from I'm on retirement mode. I don't want to do anything. I'm like, I'm too far into the retirement mode for me to be climbing on the roof, checking on, you know what I mean, whether they did the
For
work or
being
not.
retired folks, we are sure real busy.
Yeah, I'm busy.
We're
So
really
not just that
busy.
too. So Friday we had like the first shipment of cocoa lumber for the I don't know, um, for the cocoa lumber for them to like use as a support system for the second story or the second floor of the structure in the backyard. On the
Okay,
side of the
yeah.
house.
So
That wasn't foreseen.
We never foresaw
Yeah.
redoing this home.
Yep.
So when we saved our money for the Philippines, we saved it for something else.
Yeah.
And so we are definitely like going overload
Yeah,
over
we
here.
are going overload.
And I don't know how much regrets we'll have. Like, I really don't know. But I will tell you that we are pulling into our piggy bank for all this.
I'll tell you what, no regrets at all for me. I can say it out loud right now. I don't have any regrets at all, because everything that we're doing here, we're setting ourselves up for success, whether it's for right now or in the future, right? So this structure in the back could possibly be used as additional rooms, right? Because it's going to have a full bathroom, right? It's going to have enough support on the ground for not just second floor, but also a third floor.
Yeah, but when does construction end? Like, when? I feel like construction, there's no end in sight for construction.
Because not letting me fall asleep.
Oh no.
She keeps on going on my bed.
What?
No, she keeps on jumping on my face though.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what happens when you mess around. Stop playing around.
I'm not playing around. I
Okay,
just want to fall asleep.
All right, fall asleep. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right, guys. So this is Hero, my handsome son. At least that's what everybody calls him. You know, he's look at him. He looks just like me, I guess. Did you want a beard eventually, Hero, or no? No, you got a little mustache going on though already right here.
I don't
see
want
it.
that much.
You don't want a mustache? What?
Okay, it's
Okay,
bedtime.
alright,
Like
baby.
it's
Bedtime.
legit
It's
like
okay.
10:40 at night. You need to go
Your
to bed.
teacher is gonna be so upset with me. She's gonna be like, "Why
Go to
is
bed.
Hero falling asleep in
Son, go to
class?"
sleep.
Okay, but
Love you.
I love you.
I swear, can you spank me or she jumps
Yes,
on my bed?
I will tell her to stop playing around.
So Hydra says that's the way to think, go all out and be comfortable. Yeah, but like, okay, I could understand. Okay, here's my thing. Like, I can understand working on the current house, but now we're building a second structure. Like, it's doesn't even attach to the house. Like, we're building a whole nother house. And
Okay, hold on a second. So initially it was just gonna be one floor, right? Initially it was just gonna be one floor, and then I said, I don't want to install a tin roof because when it rains here, it rains really hard and you can hear it, right? You can hear it from the roof.
you can hear it.
You can hear it really loud. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that. If I'm there, if I'm hanging out there, I don't want to hear that. So I have it in my mind that I want to install the roof on this structure to be concrete, right? So here we are, we're planning the roof for concrete and all that stuff, right? Well, recently went to the store and I tried to rent out like the tubes for the roof or whatever, and I couldn't rent them. So guess what? I had to buy cocoa lumber, and cocoa lumber is fairly inexpensive, but I'm not renting it, so it's like a one-time use. If I have something, right? I'm the type of person that if I have a truck, I'm gonna use that truck. If I have an SUV, I'm gonna use that SUV. If I have anything, all right, I'll use it because that's what it's for. A knife, whatever, phone, you name it, right? So now we have a whole bunch of cocoa lumber, right, here at the house, and so it's just gonna be one-time use and it's gonna be thrown away. No, I'm gonna use it for the second floor. So now it's not only a first floor, now we have a second floor. But yeah, so that's the whole reason behind it. Now, mind you, what's the cost, right? What's the cost? The cost, I'll tell you that our bathroom renovation in the United States is a lot more than a lot more. Like one bathroom is way more than what we are spending for this new structure by itself.
Are you just talking about the labor? Because when you talk about materials, it's totally different. Materials, I'd say that materials are the same price as it is in the States.
Yes and no, right? But the thing is, what we're paying for, a lot of it is the rebar. They call it deformed bar or unformed bar, right? And yeah, it's because you're building with concrete. Concrete needs metal in the middle of it in order for it to kind of like stay in its form. If not, then it's brittle, it can fall apart. You need that rebar to keep it together. So yeah, it's still, our bathroom renovation is still a lot more than that structure that we're building. So do I have any regrets? No, I don't have any regrets. Unfortunately, we're tapping into our savings more than I thought we would, but still, it's going to be great when it's all said and done, right? There's going to be no regrets. I'm not going to have any regrets because even if, let's say, we go back to the United States, the structure is going to be there. It's going to be sound because it's done properly. Nobody's going to steal it because it's made out of concrete, right? The only thing we can do is improve upon it. And so why not, right? Why not? So right now, in the planning process of kind of building the foundation for it, and if we want like a third floor, it can happen. So yes, Just like a relationship, if the foundation is there, you can build upon it, right? But if the foundation is not there, then you would have to tear it all down in order to build a new structure. So yeah, that's it.
So he bought more rebar, and rebar is actually really expensive. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah.
A lot cheaper. Go watch the video on our bathroom
Well,
remodel.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're not spending as much as you would
Mm-hmm.
in the States to build things.
Yeah,
I get that. Like when we went to paint our house, the quote we got for painting our house was 21,000 inside and outside. We ended up painting the whole thing ourselves, leaving it unpainted on the outside, but we painted the inside. And that quote was like $8,000. So we saved ourselves $7,000 by painting the house ourselves. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I know that that's not what it is here in the Philippines. It's not like we're painting a whole house in the States. It's actually less than that, and we're putting in like insulation and new walls, and we're remodeling. Like, I get it, but still, it wasn't something that we had, really allocated for. So now we're going into our savings for it. Okay, Albert's gonna go tuck Hero in. Let me see here. So yesterday we were supposed to go to the beach, and we got dressed to go to the beach. Like, we all wore our bathing suits. I took extra stuff in the truck in the SUV to go to the beach. But we wanted to stop by DHL. They have those out here, guys, which is it's a shipping company, DHL. And when you use them, it only takes about a week or two for whatever you are sending to get to the States. So I've sent through DHL a car title, and it got there within a week or two. I've also yesterday we were trying to go to DHL, but we forgot our passports. So you can't send anything through like international mail without a passport. You also can't exchange your money without a passport at these like exchange places. They want to see your passport. And so you always got to have some kind of like official ID. But yesterday we didn't have it, so we weren't even able to go to DHL. Yeah, we got turned away, which is fine. They're not open on Sunday, but today we were able to go to FedEx Express, and we were able to mail something off. And it cost us about $40 US to mail like a small package, and through FedEx. And when I did the DHL, it was also about $20, $25 US. And it was just one sheet of paper that I was sending. And it's because when we were moving, my mind is like all over the place. And I forgot to tie up some loose ends. And something I was supposed to do was like, give a title. And I totally forgot about it. And I was in such a rush, didn't want to miss my plane. And then I had to end up mailing it later once I got a chance, because I missed a bunch of things. A lot of things that we missed in the move, like turning off Peacock. We barely did that, which only like $6 a month. We haven't turned off Disney, and we're paying for that every month, and we haven't turned it off. The reason we haven't turned it off is because we're having an email problem, like where you send yourself the information so you can turn it off. And so there's a bunch of stuff that we still have loose ends in the United States. When I left, I forgot to turn off all my utilities, things like that, like the water, the gas, the electric. And I'm barely doing that now. Also, we just barely got rid of our insurance on our vehicles so sometimes like you forget, you like sell something, you forget that you need to turn off the insurance. So I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we barely did now, and we're already like what 50 days in. I don't know. Let me see what else. So we went to Rosales. The kids here are having a at school. They have costume contests. It's close to Halloween, but the costumes that they do at school is like career day. So the kids have to dress in certain careers, and then they get voted on. Whoever wins the costume contest, they get a prize or something. Last time they did the costume contest, it was for the Philippine, like I don't know what it's called, but like the garb of the Philippines. It's like the wares. And Himiko participated. Hiro didn't. He's too shy. But the kids won prizes. They won like 50 pesos each kid that got picked, and they also got like certificates. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with this next one, but we went around looking for the costumes. Himiko, she's going to be a doctor, of course, and we were able to find all the things we needed for a doctor. And then Hiro's going to be an engineer. So we got the costumes, and that's the reason why we were in Rosales, to kind of go look for some costumes and stuff. We ended up going yesterday to Urdaneta, and Urdaneta is like semi one of my favorite malls, sort of, but not. We've been going from mall to mall and trying to figure out like which SM mall is our favorite. And today we found our favorite mall so far. But yesterday when we went to Urdaneta, I say Urdaneta, I don't know, Urdaneta. Okay. We went to I got a massage, and this massage was at Namaste. Okay. They gave me an alignment, which I've never had at a massage before. So I thought that was kind of wild. But they just kind of like got on the table and cracked my back all crazy, all the way down the spine. And then she gave me a really good massage, but she did not ask me before she started about any of my like injuries or anything like that. And the massage that she was giving me was like stretches, and like I was being pushed in different like positions and stuff, and it was actually very painful. But I'm not a wimp, so I just kind of took the pain. But it was actually really good that I was able to get an adjustment, because we're always looking for like a chiropractor or something out here to really help us with our back issues. And today, Hobart found a chiropractor. We'll tell you about that later when we talk about our favorite mall that has just became our favorite. So that was Urdaneta yesterday. We did try. Okay, so if you guys know anything about the internet problem we've been having, it was resolved with USA TV, which I thought was Converge, but it's not. Oh, it is Converge? Okay. So here's the problem we've been having. Our speeds are not where we would like it to be. Mm-hmm. What speeds are we looking to have?
I want to be at least 400 megabytes per second, right?
Where are we?
Download and upload. It depends. Like right now, I'm pretty sure our camera is very clear. It is at about 200 megabytes per second.
Okay. But later in the evening, it's faster.
Yeah, because everybody's sleeping or whatever. But then in like early in the morning, in the middle of the day, it goes down to 50 megabytes per second. It's still, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I want to do a stress test on it. We're going to have all the techs in the house streaming, playing music and things like that, and see if it can handle the load of what we needed to do.
Hi, April. Something that has been bugging me, or like there's been some kind of change in my phone, is that it used to be like you would see it say Globe or Smart, but now it's saying Edge. And I can't get any internet with this Edge, and I'm supposed to have like 5, because I still have a state phone. My phone still operates off state. So I'm supposed to. Like US? United States. Yeah. United States. My bad. So I'm supposed to have 5 gigs included in my international. Okay, that's horrible. But then I'm also supposed to like continue to have unlimited. In the States, I had like 40 gigs unlimited, and then it would keep going at 256 megabytes per second. But for some reason, it was only good like LTE for maybe 2 or 3 days. That's all it took me for me to run through my 5 gigs. And now I have Edge, and I can't do anything with my phone. Maybe I can look at like directions or something, but not even. Like my phone doesn't work. The only time it works is if I'm in Wi-Fi. So I don't know if we're gonna end up doing something with this phone of mine because it's kind of useless out here. It's only good for Wi-Fi, so I might need to just turn off the data and only use Wi-Fi.
It's useless until you need it.
It's useless till I need it. I do need it, and well, I like to surf still, like on my phone, but my surfing time has been like down by 40% because.
And some of you guys are probably wondering, like, why? Why do you still have a U.S. phone? Well, to multi-factor authentication, right? So if you're doing banking or anything like that, transferring money from here to there, especially in the United States, or dealing with applications on your phone that says, hey, you need to be this, then you need your phone. You need your email, and you also need a text message.
Yeah.
And so these, and then like, what is that one? Yeah. Multiple factor authentication, definitely very important. And that's one of the reasons why we're holding on to our phones.
I know there are widgets that you can get that will do the authentication, kind of situation, but I've never like taken the time to get them. And so maybe it's time for me to look into that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we need it. Like today,
I'm still holding on to.
All right,
my
so here's
US
the thing,
phone.
right? So I went to the reason why we went to are we done with the first day or Saturday?
I think I told them all about our day. Yeah.
So you know what, the construction for Saturday we got delivery of the rest of the cocoa lumber. So I had to buy about 200 pieces of cocoa lumber. This is 2 by 3 by 12 feet. Right. And so that's a lot of lumber. And that's why I'm like, well, you know what? Go big or go home. And we are home. So we're going big.
I didn't tell them about your guys' haircuts. I also didn't tell them how we got locked out of the parking lot.
Yeah. So here we are. Hey, got the haircut. Look at that. I got a little, it's getting longer. I haven't cut it. But the thing is, I'm kind of fixing it now. I'm kind of sick and tired of looking like a Saiyan. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, like a Super Saiyan? What?
Like a Saiyan. I'm not a very attractive Saiyan.
Oh my god, I think you're very attractive.
I have to put it up in a ponytail, so at least it looks presentable. And then when I turn, they're like, people are gonna make fun of me, be like, stupid. Why do you have a bun? What a dummy. Anyways, it's just cool. I like it. I've never had long hair. But I've always wanted long hair, and I see her father, and this dude's
my dad has long hair.
I'm like, man, I want that. That. There's freaking a lot of great characters with long hair. You know what I mean?
Kirito.
I will never be like Thor, like from the Marvels movie. That guy's sexy. Okay, very sexy. Anyways, we're moving out of topic. But
I forgot to tell them like why we are looking at PLDT.
Yeah, well, we'll go back to that.
Yeah.
So just Hero and I got a haircut. And then what else was the thing that we missed?
PLDT. Can we go back and talk about PLDT?
Oh, yeah.
So we're still
PLDT.
Trying to upgrade our internet.
Yes. So I'm still trying to get. We are still trying.
Even
to
though we have internet.
Yes. I wanna kind of like put the Converge or the USA TV side by side with PLDT. I want to make sure that we have the fastest internet possible, just because we're doing YouTube now, doing uploads and downloads and things like that. And if I ever start my channel, watch out for that. I don't know what channel I'm gonna start. With all this political things happening, I think it's gonna be one of those channels.
He's like, let's not talk politics, but he loves talking politics.
I'm like, man, I think I don't want to show my face because I don't want to get like politicized, attacked,
Yeah.
by either
He's
side.
like, I want free speech,
Yeah.
and I want to tell you what I'm
I
really
want to tell what I'm
thinking.
thinking about. But at the same time, you know
But-
what I mean? I'm going to have like I don't know, something. Or it's
We'll
going to
figure
be,
it
it's going to be
out.
like a travel video, or it's going to be.
He's like, he wants to go do night. He wants to do
Cars.
nightlife.
I
He's
wanna
a
do
total
nightlife,
dude.
like stuff that would, like things that guys would want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, guys. It's a guy channel.
Guy channel. I
for
want to do like a
sure.
guy channel. Like, hey, because guys, there's a
Dudes.
lot of things that goes on in like a guy's mind.
Yeah.
You know, we want research on it. Like, you know, how
Like
much-
like the ceramic coating on a Everest.
Yeah, exactly, ceramic coating. What is the difference between nano diamond ceramic coating and a G9 ceramic coating? All right, how much application do you need to have?
Yeah, so
how
he's
much are you going
totally-
to spend if you want to go on a night out in Manila versus a night out at Clark? What is bottle service?
What does it look like?
What does it look
Oh,
like? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
your
Hey, you
your
know
channel
what?
sounds
It's gonna be amazing. You know what I mean?
like a
It's
lot
gonna
of
be a
fun.
whole bunch of bachelors logging in. They're gonna be like, "Yo, my boy G." I don't know. I think my name is gonna be like Saluyot or something. My brother and I have been talking about it. My name's gonna be Saluyot, and he's gonna be Kamote.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what Saluyot is slippery grass or slippery leaves here in Philippines, and
Mhm.
Kamote, I think, is potato.
Is it?
I think it's potato. It's a it's a
Oh.
type of potato.
It's
But
like
anyways,
like a yam, no?
yeah, maybe.
I think
I don't know.
so.
It's just interesting.
Mhm.
So, what else? Okay, so now let's talk about internet, right? So internet service.
PLDT, right?
PLDT. My goodness, I went to PLDT around August 28th, right?
Like the first week we were
I
here.
signed up for PLDT and Converge probably like 5 to 7 days apart.
Yeah.
Right? Converge came and they were like 2 weeks late. So I'm thinking PLDT is probably gonna be 2 weeks late. What I was quoted is that they're supposed to come over to the house September 14th. Well, I went back yesterday. This was Saturday. And I said, hey, can you guys check on my line? What's going on? I came here at this time, blah, blah, blah. I filled out the paperwork. And
I mean, this paperwork has all his PPE.
Yeah.
His personal information.
it's got like my passport. It's got like my passport number, expiration date, all that stuff, right? It was turned in, but for whatever reason, they lost it. They freaking lost it. So the lady I spoke to says, we don't have you in the system. And so I was like, all right, well, let's start over. I wanted to start over, but guess what? I didn't have my passport, so I couldn't complete the process. But it's, right now I'm kind of contemplating whether we're going to get the PLDT or not. 400 megabytes per second, 600 megabytes per second is pretty appealing, especially if we're going to be doing a lot of vlogging, a lot
But
of
you
internet.
did say that you have to get like a 3-year commitment.
Yeah,
or
it's a
something.
3-year commitment. I think what I was looking at is about 2,500 peso
a month.
a month.
But for 600 megabytes, it goes
That's
up to, but most of the time it stays in like the 400 range.
Yeah. And so I think that, $50 a month for fast internet or $40 a month for fast internet, that's not bad. You know what I mean? That's not bad, especially of what we are planning to do. Right. So right now we're pretty busy with making content for this channel. What if I want to all of a sudden, right, start my own channel and start talking about the nightlife in Philippines? You know what I mean? People talk about Thailand and Vietnam and all that stuff, but nobody wants to showcase Philippines. I want that. Okay.
Oh, there's people
I wanna
doing it.
showcase
There's
Philippines.
people showing.
You know what? For all the bachelors out there, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Right? I want to organize a channel just solely Philippines nightlife. So that way, if you want a bachelor party coming from wherever, right, you already have the research.
What if they're men wanting to meet Filipino women?
I can't help you in that.
Ah!
I can't. I'm married. I'm married. I can probably interview some lady boys for you guys. But
Oh
I don't
my
know, just like, hey,
God.
look. Some single women.
So you're gonna stay away
Not
from the
really a
single
thing.
ladies?
Yeah, single ladies. No, I can't do that. I'm happily married. Right? I'm not gonna. Yeah, no.
Not trying to get
Yeah,
in
I'm not
trouble.
trying to get in trouble. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna. I'm not even gonna open up that can of worms. I already know where that
Uh-huh.
goes.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
my wife is Fuego. She's Puerto Rican. Okay, she's like, she's the type of woman that I'm not sure if this is every type of woman, but my wife is the type of woman, right? That the next day she's just mad at me out of nowhere. She's just mad at me, right? And I'm like, hey, babe, good morning. What's wrong? Yeah, F you. I was like, hello, good morning. I made you coffee. What's going on? I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. Trying to give you a kiss. No, don't come over here. Don't look at me. I was like, all right, something's up, right?
Drama.
And she's just very dramatic. And so finally, I asked her. I'm like, okay, what did I do? I had a bad dream last night, and you cheated on me. I'm like, yeah, your dreams has nothing to do with what's happening in reality. But anyways,
I do have bad dreams.
That's how Fuego she is. Right?
Yes,
that's
it's
how Fuego
true.
she is. But okay,
Last night in my dream.
Yeah. If you are married and your wife wakes up in the morning and she is pissed, right? It probably has nothing to do with you. It's probably something going on with her internally, dreaming that you did something wrong. It doesn't matter that you're innocent. What matters is that she's feeling some type of way, and it's your fault. Now, is it fair? Happy wife, happy life. Right? Whatever that means to you. Moving on.
I have bad dreams sometimes.
Moving on. Let me see. So PLDT. So yeah, we're looking forward to maybe going back and filling it out for them.
We're gonna try it again.
So
maybe third time's the charm.
Maybe the third time's the charm. So, that pretty much ended our day, right?
No, because we had parked at CB Mall where PDT
that's right.
But then we wanted to go across the street
and play around in SM,
and be at SM,
get a haircut,
get a massage, and guess what?
So SM Ordaneta closes at 9. GB Mall across the street.
CB Mall.
Oh, CB Mall across the street where we parked at closed earlier than that. I thought that both malls closed at the same time. Right?
Hey, the parking is cheaper at CB Mall. CB Mall.
It's way cheaper. It's 20 peso versus 50 peso.
50 peso.
Right?
All you got to do is walk across the street.
So, it's one of those walk across the street where you have to play, like, have you guys ever played Frogger? You know what I mean? You gotta look left, you gotta look right, look left, look right. And when it's clear, you gotta jump on the log. It's just like that when crossing from GB Mall to SM Mall.
CB Mall.
CB Mall. CB Mall. But anyways, so we leave SM at 8:30.
We closed SM down.
No, we didn't. We leave SM at 8:30.
Oh, was it 8:30?
Yeah,
okay.
It was 8:30.
8:45.
8:35, right? Well, the mall, CB Mall, the front door is already closed.
Yeah.
So we start walking on the left side, and the security guard's like, homie, what are you doing? You can't go this way. It's already locked. I was like, look, I got this card. I got this piece of paper. We already paid for a ticket. Where's our car? And then he's like, look, there's a roll-up door. You can't go that way. You have to go all the way around the building, all the way to the other side. Now, I don't have to explain to you how big this freaking building is, all right? But let me just say, Filipinos love big malls.
Yeah.
They love their big malls. Why? Because everyone wants to go there. And I know why all Filipinos, right? Everyone wants to go to the mall.
Mall rats.
Mall rats. Okay, we're doing that. We're doing that.
Rats.
Yes. Okay, you don't want to sit in your house using your AC. Go to the mall and use their AC.
And there's plenty to do at the mall. It's popping at the mall.
Yes, and so that's where we get our exercise.
Yeah,
going
we
up
try.
And down,
yeah, we
right?
try.
The going up and down the stairs, but we had to go all the way around, all the way to the other side.
Yeah.
So here I am, waving this ticket around, right? Showing this security guard, right? And guess what,
dude?
While I was at the SM Mall, my hands were wet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I kind of crumpled up this when
ticket.
I was showing it to the first security guard. I kind of crumpled it up, got it wet, put it in my pocket. Finally, we get to our car.
Yeah, our
Right.
car is the only car
It's the only
in
car
the
there,
parking lot.
right? And the security guards are kind of like following us around.
You're
It's
like,
kind of it's great,
yeah.
right? That the security guards knew they were
Yes,
tracking
I like
us.
security
Yeah.
in the Philippines.
They're like,
Thank
hey,
you very much.
there's a family of 4, adult male and female, and 2 kids. They're going around. They're saying all this in Ilocano, and I'm understanding it. And I'm like, all right, this is cool. They're keeping us safe. It's dark. It doesn't even matter that it's
Mhm.
dark. It's
If
good to
you've
go.
ever been, okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. If
Mhm.
you've ever been to Urdaneta or how do you say it? Urdineta?
Ordaneta.
Urdaneta. In that area, the SM Mall it's actually a area to be on high alert. Not only for the safety of yourself with like cars and things, but there's also some like stuff that's happening around you left and right. It's actually feels kind of like dangerous. You've got a lot of beggars in the different areas, and you just never know what's going to happen in those spaces.
Yeah, that's true. So let me just back that up with some information here. The reason why we like to play Frogger when we're crossing from CB Mall to SM is because the bridge,
the walking
bridge that goes from the floor to the like second story building all the way to the other side is filled with unsavory,
yeah, like seedy people.
yeah, so it's
know?
just individuals, right? It's like a place where you would get mugged, right?
Mhm.
Because there's only one entry point and one exit point. You
Yeah.
have to go through like a little tunnel. So I like to,
And there's tons of people in there.
right, there is, and the thing is, it's like they'll touch you, they'll tap
Yeah,
you on the
ask you,
leg,
and they'll hold
Yeah,
on
and
to
they'll hold
you
on-
while
yeah,
you're trying to
yeah.
walk. Very uncomfortable.
So my kids, we did that. We walked up there once, and my kids were like really scared.
We can't walk up there again.
So now we play Frogger. We play Frogger.
We just walk across the street.
Across the street, right? We saw like a 2-year-old walk across the street. So we're
with
like,
a mom, of course. The
Yeah.
mom had a 2-year-old. She was walking
Mhm.
across the street. We're like, okay, we can
all
walk
right, we
across
can
the
do it
street.
too. So we play Frogger.
Yeah.
So yes, we get to the other side, right? And the security guard, when we pull up, right? We get in a car, we pull up, I'm all happy. The security guard's like, all right, ticket. I give him the ticket. He's like, oh man, it's crumpled up, right?
Yeah, with the
And
scanner
it's-
wouldn't scan it.
And it's wet.
Mhm.
So here's is 2 security guards trying to help us, right?
They're like
They're trying to like if you ever been on a vending
flatten out
machine,
the $1 bill,
like a vending
you know?
machine, and you're trying to flat out your money so that way it goes in the vending machine and the vending machine reads it so you can get the candy bar. It's exactly what they were doing with this ticket, right?
Mhm.
They were like putting it against the corner of the ticket machine, and they were trying to dry it. Well, we sat
Yeah.
there for a good 10 minutes,
10 minutes, yeah,
5
sure.
to 10 minutes, and they're like, man, it's not working. I was like, all right, so what do I need to do? What now? They're like, oh,
Yeah,
you can
how
just,
do we
you can
get
just you can just pay extra. You can just pay extra. It's like it's
Pay
150 peso, right?
That's like
Because it's a
$3.
late
It was like
night.
$2.80 or something.
It's a late night, so you're late, blah blah blah. You don't have a ticket, and so I was getting
It's
ready
like
to do
you
it.
don't have a ticket. You have to pay for a new
I was
ticket.
getting ready to do it, but then the security guard was like, kept trying it, and guess what?
It worked.
It worked, but that's after 10 minutes.
Yeah. And it was like such a relief that it worked because we were like stuck behind this barrier and we weren't able to get out because it's all automated.
So yeah, don't get stuck at CB Mall.
Yeah, get out of there
Get out of
sooner,
there
okay?
Yeah, sooner. Don't be like us. Don't be like mall rats that kind of like try to close out SM
We
Mall.
close out the malls.
and
We do.
Leave there earlier, okay? Because then you're put that
kind of puts you at risk.
That dumb mistake
Mhm.
placed us in multiple risks, right?
Mhm.
Risks that I did not mitigate.
Right.
And so as a father, as a husband,
as a car owner,
right? As a car owner,
yeah, because I mean we were the only car that was
it
left
is my
there.
responsibility to ensure that my family is safe, right? And it's one thing is that I didn't mitigate that risk.
Yeah.
And that only happened once, but it won't happen again.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna have to leave sooner.
Leave sooner, or just park at SM.
Park at SM, yeah, because you can get your car out of SM.
Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
So what else happened? So
That was it. Like that was that day.
that
and
was
then
that day.
we had planned to do a live last night, but we were so tired. By the time we got home, we just kind of went to sleep.
Well, I did install the mesh Wi-Fi
Oh yeah,
at
how'd
the,
that
at the
go?
house,
Yeah.
and so it's pretty good. It's the system that I bought from the United States. It is not. I mean, the speeds are pretty good, but it's not communicating with the system, the modem or the router. One of those two.
Yeah.
It's not communicating well, and so yeah.
They're asking if there is the same problems with substance uses like it is in America.
Oh no, nah, you won't see that. You won't see that here.
You won't see it openly out in the community, but there is issues. Like we know that there are like people who drink excessive alcohol,
Mhm.
and usually in their homes. You're not really like we aren't in those areas to really pay attention to it, like at a club or a bar, because we haven't visited. But I will tell you that I'm not seeing any kind of programs to provide clean needles for people. Nobody's carrying Narcan around to try and save a life. And so you're not really seeing that out in the community, but we know it is available. It is happening probably in people's homes or in the slum areas.
How do you know?
I've seen documentaries.
Okay, but how do you know?
How do I know what? I haven't seen it blatantly.
Yeah.
But there are
Okay.
well, I mean, like when we go into town, right? Like we'll be in town and we'll be eating at like Chowking or something. We'll see someone come in who looks like very ill, maybe like mentally ill, but I don't know like all the specifics. I don't know everything about them.
From my perspective, if you're asking me, right, and so high rider 420. So I would tell you that I know people who drink, right, and the drinking here in the province area is just a whole bunch of guys just sitting and drinking, right? 9 times out of 10, there aren't any females drinking with them. It's just dudes that are just taking shots, right? But they're not like overly getting drunk. They're not like
they got to get up and go to work the next
like
day.
2 a.m. in the United States after the club, and people are passed out on the side of the road. It's not like that. Here, it's like, okay, we're going to drink just enough. This is the province life. So we're going to drink just enough just to feel good. We're going to sit here. We're going to laugh. We're going to joke around. And that's pretty much it. I would say that people play loud music, but I have not heard any loud music in our area past 7 o'clock.
Friday nights are for loud music.
Yeah.
For sure.
Past 7 p.m., past 6 p.m. And so have I seen someone that was drunk?
Yeah.
Yes. But guess what was happening? There was like a barangay motorcycle who was driving around and was talking to this guy who was drunk. Not drunk, but he was kind of like...
he was stumbling.
He was stumbling around. And he was being told, it was like, hey, you need to cut it out. You need to go home.
Yeah, he was said something. It was like 6 in the morning when they talked to him.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, you need to go home. You need to relax. You need a ride home. I'll give you a ride home right now.
And they did give him a ride home.
And they did give him a ride home. So it's like there are modes that people kind of like help each other out. That motorcycle drives around all the time.
Yeah,
I didn't understand what that motorcycle is for, but it's a whole bunch of people. Not a whole bunch of people, but people
it's like
who
a
work
patrol
in the barangay patrol around the area to make sure that the place is safe.
And they interact with people. With people. That's here in the province.
So have I seen someone like shooting up like in San Francisco or LA? No. Have I seen someone taking a dump like in a trash can or on the side of the road? No. Have I seen a human feces?
Yes.
I didn't.
I've seen 2 human feces since I've been here
I have not.
on the side of the road. And
I have
I know the difference between a dog feces and a human feces. And I've seen 2.
I'm talking from my experience. I have not. All right. I have not.
Yeah.
So just to go back to your questions, it's totally different. It's a totally different culture here in Philippines.
Yeah, it is.
There's people don't have funds, right? Excess funds to be spending on just alcohol.
Mhm.
These guys are working people that have to get up in the morning. They have to go to the farm. They have to do like whatever it is, right? They have to take care of their family. So they only do just to have fun, and then they go back home or whatever it may be.
You might find like the people, doing some sniffing of paints or glues.
I haven't seen it.
Right.
I haven't
He
seen
hasn't
it.
seen it.
I haven't
But
seen it. Have you seen it? I just don't.
I'm not gonna say that I've seen it,
Yeah.
but I've seen people doing stuff that I'm thinking maybe it is that.
All right. So, and I mean, a lot of people are saying documentaries online and things like that.
Mhm.
I am going to talk from my experience, and from
Mhm.
my experience,
Well, I tell
have
him
named,
when I
right?
when I see somebody who I think is probably not 100%, I tell him like, hey, watch out for that guy right there. I think he's doing something, inappropriate.
Mm.
And so I just kind of like watch his behavior and see if it is or it isn't.
But then again, you have a mental health background.
I do.
And so our mental health background allows us to recognize different signs and symptoms within people, right? Especially if they're displaying, hallucinations, maybe
or
some
like some kind of
delusions,
erratic
right?
behaviors.
Erratic behavior. So we are trying to recognize those things. So, it's just how
it's just
how we
something
work,
that I
right?
notice. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, people are going to run into it. There are signs. So there must have been some kind of like drug problem not too long ago, because there are signs that say like, drugs ruin lives. Say no to drugs.
Don't let the pusher push you.
Yes.
Yeah. And so every large town that we go to,
every town
has these signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, Hector.
No drugs.
Yeah.
Choose pizza.
Yeah.
It's like
Hector just says Duterte's policies. All right. This is not me. This is this guy right here in the chat. All right. I'm not there in politics. The previous administration's policies on elimination of drug pushers is a big deterrent on drug use. Somewhat controversial, but he did clean things up.
Yeah.
And you know what, Hector? I do agree. There's a big difference, right? I mean, the town is clean. Manila is clean. These large cities are very clean. People are very respectful. There's not trash around. I mean, there are dumpsters, there's trash cans all over, and you don't see what I used to see.
There's been a big cleanup.
Right, there's that like people just throw their stuff on the side of the road. They don't do that anymore. People are cleaning up here.
People are cleaning up the Philippines.
If Philippines ever wakes up, right, and comes to a realization that we probably has one of the best geographical locations, right?
Yeah, and fertile land.
Yeah, and fertile land.
Beautiful.
If Philippines ever wakes up, we're gonna be a freaking powerhouse. I think that Philippines can definitely surpass in development Japan. And so Japan is such a small country, but they're very effective in what they do economically.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, Hector.
He digresses.
Yes, I agree with you, Hector. I think that the previous administration's policies, I did hear that ever since the new administration came in, they're a little bit more relaxed, and now people are going back to the old way of doing things because there's not that big push, right? Now the current administration is focusing on other stuff, different things, not necessarily on what the previous administration worked on, right? So
anyways, that was a long road right there. That one was,
my goodness.
Whew.
Big words. Big words. Just go back to going back to tiny words.
So today, okay, just so you know, last week we were invited to church. And we are Catholic, so we're used to going to Catholic church. But today we're invited to a Christian church. And the service was really nice.
It was nice. The
But it was
message was great.
very long.
Yeah, it wasn't long. It was so long that my kids were like, "Hey, can we go back to the car?" So
Yes.
I was like, "Okay, 30 more minutes, right?"
I was
Well,
fighting the
that
Z
that
monster
yeah,
for
the
sure.
30 minutes has passed, and it's past 15 minutes past. Right? It's 45 minutes later, and my kids are like,
Can we get in
"You
the car?
you have to be a man of your own
Oh,
words."
whoa, they use that
And
against
when
you?
you say that it's 30 minutes, I was like, let this guy finish, right? And I was like, okay, you know what? Just go ahead, take the keys, go to the car, turn it on, and we finished it. But you know what? It was a very beautiful.
It was a nice
It was a
service.
nice service.
Yeah.
Right? The messages that they have was about trust
Mhm.
and
doing
things.
what you are supposed to do
Yeah.
and not deterring because of what you want to do. You need to do what you're supposed to do.
Mhm.
So what's interesting is this is Hobart's like young friend. Like when he was a kid, what were you like? I don't know how old you were.
7, 8.
7 or 8. So he would go over and spend a lot of time with his friend. Well, now they're adults and now Hobart's returned. And so it was really beautiful to see the mom and dad recognize him and just like be so happy to see him as an adult. And they
Mhm.
like were putting their hands all over him and his head and his face. They were touching his hair. And I could just see the mom and the dad like light up from remembering who you are and they want to know more about who you've become.
Yeah.
So it's just really beautiful to see.
Just to give you guys some perspective, these guys lived across the street from me. They had a church across the street. That's how I kind of like, whenever my mom didn't want to go to the Catholic church, I would go to Sunday school here. And so, it was kind of that interaction. It got to a point where they took me to another town, another city for an overnight thing for church. And I thought that was great. I was introduced to like guitars, pianos, drums. I think I remember like breaking like a couple of strings, and I got in trouble because I was like just plucking at this guitar. I was just like, I broke it, right? I tightened it too hard or whatever, and it broke.
Uh-huh.
I had to get some new ones, but that's how well we know each other.
I really like how you your memory, like you remember your childhood.
Mhm.
Because like there are a lot of things that are kind of like you don't remember. You kind of like I'll be asking you like about this or that and you'll be like, I don't know, I just can't remember that part of my life. But you remember your childhood and there's some really great memories that you have here.
It must have been those deployments.
Yeah, the deployments really like, but at least you remember your spankings that you got from your mom.
I got spanked.
He got lots of
every
spankings and he knows
day,
why.
Every day.
That's why you're such a good man.
Yeah.
Because you got them spankings.
Hey, what is that? What is that one phrase? Something
What?
about sparing the rod, rotten child.
Spoil the child. You were not spared, boy.
Yeah,
You were not spared at all.
I know.
Filipino mama did not spare you.
Yeah.
So Hector's saying on the lighter side of things, my son's godfather is Puerto Rican. Hello. He introduced me to some food. Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Very good. That's cool.
That is awesome. That's great.
Lots of grub. You know what? That's one thing that people share. It's food.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Food. So we were driving to
so
Rosales
after church
area right after church. My daughter was getting hungry, and so we stopped at the nearest place.
We stopped at a restaurant. I don't remember.
It's in Santa Maria.
Tag something.
Something.
We need to look it up. Let me look it up.
I think D is gonna do
the food is so
like a short on this,
good.
right? It's a seafood place.
That was the best food I've had since being
they had like
in the Philippines.
They had fish that were live. They had eels that were live.
Yeah.
And so, look, we've been eating at a carinderia, Toro, whatever, on the side of the road. Yeah. Well, this one is different. Like
the food was amazing.
The difference is, I would say, that carinderia, they wake up early in the morning and they cook the food,
right.
And whatever's left over, whether you went there 3-4 hours after it was cooked. You know what I mean? Unless
Okay, it
they
was-
made a new batch.
It's called Tag Puan.
It's called
Tag Puan.
Tagpuan.
You gotta go there.
Tagpuan, isn't it? I think it means hiding place.
Oh, that place is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I forgot. I lost my.
You
train of
were
thought.
saying, you know how you go to a caranderia?
Oh yeah. So
See?
you go to Caranderia, and you like they cook at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning,
Mhm.
and whatever's left at 11 a.m. Then it's
That's
not
what you
fresh.
get.
It's
That's
not.
what you get. It's
This place, they make it as soon as it's ordered.
Mhm.
So they're like, oh man, you want buko juice? Guess what? They're
Chop,
cutting
chop, chop.
they're chopping off the buko right there.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
It's fresh.
You want some, you want us to grill some eggplants? Yeah, it's done. They grill it, put tomatoes right there, and it was awesome. Something happened today though that I was surprised. Dee ordered chicken, right, which is their main dish, and it came with steamed vegetables. Now, if you're Filipino, you know how steamed vegetables is eaten, and there was steamed okra, and it was steamed. What was the other one?
Bok choy.
Bok choy, right? And so how Filipinos do it is they dip this thing in a sauce, right? And so I see it, and I tell her, I'm like, hey, look, this is how you eat this, right? And so she didn't know what it was, but I put the chili on it, right? And I'm like, let's see if she'll eat it. I put the chili on it,
Calamansi.
and I put the calamansi, 2 calamansis on there, and see it. And I picked up the bok choy, I dip it in there, and I'm eating it, right? And I'm sitting. So she does the same thing. She's eating it up. So I was like, got him, right? So she was eating bagoong, right? Which is it's like a fish. It's
fermented fish,
It's
isn't
fermented
it?
fish
Like,
sauce.
yeah.
It's fermented fish,
Fish sauce.
Yeah, it's called bagoong. It's different from the other one, which is like fermented shrimp, baby shrimp or whatever.
Oh, okay.
This one is bagoong, and
It's
background
like
story.
patis, right? Patis.
Patis is different.
Oh, I don't
Background
know.
story. When probably we were 19 years old, we were like living in Georgia, newlyweds, right? Here I am going to the Asian store, and I buy me some bagoong, and I'm eating, right, fresh fruit with this, like mangoes or strawberries or whatever. And she's like, ew, what is that?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Right.
I would make him eat that
like, I was
by
like,
the window.
she would kick me outside.
Go eat that by the window.
She would kick me out from the house, and here I am with my plate of food. I have to eat it in the backyard, right? And I'm watching like the grass or whatever.
Yeah, no,
And, like,
it was
I'm like,
smelly.
She was that bad. But today I am so proud. I am so proud that 50 something days into our Philippines adventure, this girl right here is eating bagoong with chili and calamansi.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
she was eating she's eating steamed vegetables with it.
Yeah.
And
it was
she's
good.
just like dipping it, eating it, dipping it. I was like, man, that is like this.
So you're saying you fell in love with me all over again?
I think that I'm gonna tolerate a little bit more of her negative behavior now.
Oh
you know
my
what I mean? I think
God.
she's invested, right? She's invested, and I'm gonna tolerate a little bit more.
Okay, look. He was like, she doesn't know what she ate, right? But I didn't tell him this, but because he was like, hey, did you know what you ate? And I was like, yeah. So I knew what I was eating. I just wanted to try it because I'm living in the Philippines now. And so I'm like, I want to try these things. I'm not going to say no to trying the food when I live here in this country. So yeah, I'm willing to try it. I want to try frog, like I want to eat these things because I live here. This is my new home. So I'm willing to eat it. Yeah, anyways.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Now we just got to work on the kids. You know what I mean? These kids are like,
Oh my God!
I
Our
want
kids.
Jollibee. I
Yeah.
want chow
Can I get
king.
top
I want
ramen?
top ramen. I want sausage. Oh god.
They will not eat the food. Like they are birds when it comes. And then Himiko's like, Mom, can we not go to a calendaria today? And I was like, okay, babe. So we went to a restaurant, and that restaurant was delicious. She ate her food. He ate his food. But it's really hard to feed these kids.
So after that meal, we continued to drive, and I was falling asleep. I had to take my nap. You know what I mean? I'm retired.
Yeah, oh man.
I'm retired. I
Oh, man.
deserve my nap.
No.
I deserve my nap.
No.
Okay, I deserve. And she's always complaining. She's like, "I'm not Miss Daisy. You don't have to drive me around." You know. And I'm like, so I'm like, all right, hey, here it is. Here's your opportunity. You get to drive. And so as she's driving, I took my old man nap.
We have a problem.
I took my old man nap. Right.
We have a problem.
Let's move on to the next food topic.
As soon as his butt sits in that chair, he is tired. He wants to sleep. I'm like, babe, you can't drive me anywhere. You're always sleeping in this car.
Okay,
He's like,
let me
this chair is so comfortable. The AC
the
feels
Ford
great.
Everest, right? Wild Track, they did it right. It's a very comfy ride. Okay, very comfortable ride. There are some things that I don't like about it, but the ride is better.
Look.
It's good.
No.
Good.
This guy has a full-size pillow in the car. And when he starts driving, he's like, I need you to switch with me. I'm getting sleepy. And I'm like, so then I look over as I'm driving, and he's got a full-size pillow. And he's knocked out. And I'm just like, I'm driving Miss Daisy everywhere.
Let me give you guys some context, okay? Because there's information here that's not being stated. So I would like to clear some of these facts. I say, let's go to Bo's Coffee, right? And she said, no, I don't want to go there. They take 30 minutes. Right.
Okay,
so
look, I like Bo's Coffee. I like Bo's Coffee, but they do take a long time.
Yeah. That's because them girls be trying to talk to you. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. But okay, so anyways, I don't want to spend 30 minutes at a place for some coffee. I want to get on the road. I could be at my next destination in 30 minutes. I'll drive.
It's experience. It's not a fast food place. It's experience. That's what they're trying to tell you. You should enjoy our coffee here. Hey, well, actually, you know what? So the service takes 30 minutes because how they make the coffee is good, right? What they do is they go in the backyard, they harvest the coffee beans, right? And then they roast it. And then after they roast it, they grind it, and then they put it through the hot water and all that stuff. And this is scalding hot water.
Okay? Oh yes,
scalding
you cannot even drink it right away.
So this is how,
you gotta wait 30
hot it
more
is.
minutes.
How hot it is I have to request for a second cup underneath it, and then they also give me napkins.
Yes,
right? I'm not trying to say I'm a wuss. Okay, I'm saying it's freaking hot.
It is
it's
Sue
hot.
McDonald's hot.
It's
okay,
Sue McDonald's
it is hot.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those
Anyway.
situations. Don't give people ideas.
No. McDonald's got sued.
I understand, but now people are
Third degree burns.
They're gonna try to sue.
Nobody's
Coffee.
getting sued out here in the
All right.
Philippines. That
So
kind of court don't happen.
I took my old man nap. Let's go back to the drive. She drove. I took my old man nap. I deserve it, right? I deserve it. I stayed up late last night installing the mesh system in the house, right?
Yes, you did.
And
you did.
so
You deserve it.
Guess what? She drove, and as soon as we get there, she's like, "Hey, wake up! You got to parallel park." I'm like,
Oh yeah,
right, yeah.
I can't parallel park. Nope. This guy has been driving for the last 20 years in the military. He is a good driver. He can park. I can never parallel park. Never.
All right, so yeah, I was rudely awakened. Right, hey, it's one of those things you get slapped in the face. Hey, wake up! I need your help. Like wiping my saliva off my face. But we parked, and then what was that place? Again, food. What was the place?
First thing we did was stop at Confis because we're in SM Clark, by the way.
SM Clark.
So we stopped at Confis, and we had dessert. because that's part of
Oh.
my diet. Apparently,
Oh my gosh.
I cannot
It
stay on a
is
diet here.
so good.
It was
so
good.
good.
Their
So good.
ube cake
Okay.
was the best.
It's the only time, right? So usually when I go to restaurants, nice restaurants, right, and I've never been there before, I ask like, what is the good meal or whatever?
Like, what's your
guys' best
most
dessert?
popular,
Yeah,
best? Like,
and then-
what are you known for?
all right. And so she's like, oh, it's this. And then I started looking at the menu and I was like, get the ube. She's like, get the halo.
Yeah,
And then my
we
son's
want to
like,
try it all.
my
All your
son's-
desserts.
my son's like, do you have cheesecake? And they're like, we have mango cheesecake and a ube cheesecake. Right. And then my daughter's like, I want chocolate cake. So we have we have 5 dishes, 5
Yeah.
dessert dishes
and
on the table.
and a halo.
That was including the halo.
No, because I think we got a lot. I think we got the ube, the chocolate, the 2 cheesecake, the mango something.
I wasn't done with my story.
And the halo. Okay.
Anyways,
all
let me
right.
finish my story. So we have 5 dishes on there at the table already, but my son sees the cheesecake being brought out, right? And he knows that there was 2 types of cheesecake, a mango one and a ube one, and he was expecting
Blueberry.
a blueberry cheesecake. He's like, that's not the blueberry cheesecake. So we had to order another cheesecake, and so that's why we had 6 different desserts. I'll tell you, all the desserts except for the one that was the best
recommended.
one. The recommended and the best one.
The recommended one was nasty.
The recommended one was the biggest piece, and it was the nastiest, right?
Yeah, it was gross.
I think it was a ploy. You know what I mean? It's like, hey,
Like, let's get rid of this.
Give this guy the one cake that
we have a hard time getting rid of.
Right? He looks like he can pay for it.
Yeah,
right?
no, it was horrible. It was
and
ugly.
he can't tell the difference, like if this is the cheesecake or not. But everything else was phenomenal. The kids wanted.
The ube cake was on point.
Ube cake was great. The chocolate cake was good.
Yeah.
I ate a cheesecake and a half. I ate half of the
halo wasn't. Chowking has better halo.
Yeah. Oh, Chowking has. It was
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Sarap. So, anyways. Yeah, we're not doing very well with our diet here in the Philippines. It's just like there's too much good food.
Yeah, that's right.
And so then that's what we did. That cost, how much did that cost us?
1,100 pesos.
So we spent $20 ish on desserts,
high-end dessert,
high-end bougie desserts, and 2 cups of coffee.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it was good though. It was great.
Yeah, you see, I like to go to restaurants so I can use their restroom
and watch the short because you're gonna see it.
Yeah. We'll make even a long. We're gonna do the short and long of that place. Confis. It was good. And so I like to use their restrooms, and I don't like to really use like the mall restrooms or
Damn.
I gotta go to these
bougie
restaurant restrooms because they're cleaner. They have toilet seat cover. They have toilet seats. So just know that the restroom situation here in the Philippines.
That's true.
Gets hard to get used to.
You go to the mall restrooms. They don't have toilet paper. They don't have toilet seats.
No
they
hand
don't
wash.
Have soap. It's like
it's a different culture. That restroom culture, not easy to get used to.
And you know what? I don't know. It's just like I've been paying attention. Guys don't wash their hands. I'm like, dude, you gotta wash your hands, right? And then it's like it's a great, perfect lesson for me and to teach my son. Like, hey, son, go wash your hands. Look at all these guys, and I say it really loud. Look at all these guys that just use the bathroom and don't even wash their hands, right? This one actually has soap. Nobody wants to use their hands. That's me. I'm that obnoxious guy. And the reason why I do that is because I want to take my kids to the arcade. I'm going to take my kids to the play place. And these guys are doing the same thing.
Touching that.
Everyone's touching the same stuff. So, that's how the flu gets around. That's how Rona gets around. Don't get me started.
Yeah. So we went to Clark because we were trying to fix a Apple Watch.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started on it. All right, I'm just gonna dig right in. All right, around July 27th, or no, July 23rd. July 23rd. 2023 of this year, I bought an Apple Watch for my son. I wanted to get it for him, because one, the Apple Watch you can track on your phone where they're at. My daughter has one, so I want to get one for my son's birthday. It's been in a package, right? I want it to be fair because my daughter has the Series 7, so I bought my son a Series 7 as well. It's in his favorite color. Where he gets to open it, guess what? It's dead, right? So it's like it turns on, the Apple logo gets turned on, but it turns red and it shuts right off. So it doesn't work. So we went to SM Rosales, we went to SM Ordaneta, and they're telling us like, hey, you have to go to the Mac
Service center. Yeah.
Service Center in Pampanga. So that's exactly why we went to Clark, right? So we're like, we get there and they're like, hey, I need the box. I give him the box. Here's the box. It's brand new. I was like, oh, it's brand new. Great. Thank you. Okay, now we need the receipt. And I bought this online, right? I got it at Walmart. Learn from my mistake. Okay? Don't buy stuff from Walmart because Walmart, right? They have other people send you the stuff. So when I purchase this item, it's not like you're purchasing it from Apple or it's not like you're purchasing it from Costco. When you purchase Apple products from Apple or Costco, right, the receipt will say the serial number that matches the serial number on the box. When you buy it at Walmart, it doesn't do that. It just says, hey, thank you for your purchase, blah, 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 blah. It's shipped out by this individual and it's not serialized. Well, usually that serial number comes with a warranty, and it's the warranty for the Apple Watch is 1 year. Well, this Apple Watch was bought by Sam's Club or was sold by Sam's Club January 2022. So the warranty has already expired. So I was like, it's a brand new watch. I just bought it. I looked at my Walmart receipt. It's not serialized. It's saying that, hey, this is the number, this is your order, this is the ship date and all that stuff. And it's already past the 30-day mark because that was back in July. We are in September 28 on, the end of September was when my son opened it because it was for his birthday. And so now this Mac Superstore, warehouse or whatever, service center is asking for a receipt before they can even help me, right? And I said, look, I'm not going to be able to get the receipt. It's not going to be serialized. This is the information that I have. And they said, I apologize. We can't help you. Even if you say you bought it and I see right here that you bought it, we need a receipt that's serialized. And I said, okay, we can't get that. What now? And they said, well, we can send it in to get repaired, but it's going to be 27 to 28,000 peso, which is basically a brand new Apple Watch.
Might as well buy a new one.
Might as well buy a new one, right? And so I was like, is there any cheaper places that you can go? They're like, unfortunately, I can't make any recommendations, blah, blah, blah. And so I talked to Dia and she's like, well, let's just buy a new one. And that Apple store there, they didn't have new ones. And so I stepped outside that Apple store and there were some watch repair people. And I said, hey, man, can you fix this Apple Watch? Blah, blah, blah. They're like, hey, well, if it's brand new, it's still under warranty. I went back and forth about the reason why it's now no longer under warranty. And Apple wasn't willing to help me. And the thing is, even if I wanted to contact Apple myself, I can't even turn on the watch to get it turned on to my phone so I can contact Apple service directly with the watch already there. I can't even do that. So now I take it to this watch store and they're looking at it. Either way, I just lost out on, $400 that I spent on Walmart. Learn from me.
Yeah.
Don't buy stuff from Walmart online.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy some Apple product, whatever,
Get it from an Apple store.
Get it from an Apple store. Get it from Costco. Get it from an authorized dealer. All right, not from Walmart online. Okay, make sure that you have a receipt that is serialized, especially if you're planning to gift it to your kids. So now,
yeah, because it's like a major disappointment right now.
I'm so sad about it. I mean, like,
the watch is useless to us. We can't do anything with it. It's just like a good paperweight.
It's good. It's a good paperweight. It really
And
is.
it's just like,
And I don't even need a paperweight right now. So
we
it's
don't have
useless.
papers to weigh down.
Yeah. We don't
Okay.
have paper. I'm retired. I don't even have an office. You know.
So the guy, he's been trying to fix it all day, right? So we're walking around the mall, you know, we go back and he's like, there's something I want to try and do, but I can't do it right now. I'm going to try and do it. You know, it's kind of like a workaround and see if it works.
Yeah. He's
But
like, I got to get it from the black market.
from the black market. So I don't know. Cause he wanted to sound like super cool. He's like, cause it would be illegal and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so I was like, I don't know. Like, okay, well, he's like, so can I keep it overnight? And I'm thinking, like, is this guy gonna put some kind of like something in it to hijack us or something? You know,
Whatever. At this point, Apple already gave up on me. They're like, there's nothing we can do. You might as well just buy a brand new watch. So
we might have to buy a brand new watch.
We might have to buy a brand
So
new
we
watch.
left it there, and he says he won't charge us unless it works.
Yep,
So
yep.
then
So-
we'll just get back a broken watch
broken
if it
watch
doesn't.
if it doesn't. You know what I mean? I'll use
You
it as a
know.
paperweight. You know, I'll be like, this is a lesson learned from me, guys. Don't be dumb buying stuff from Walmart, okay? Because now I can't return it. So, anyways, yeah.
Someone's asking if Marantz is going to visit. I don't even think Marantz leaves the desert. So I don't think he'll come to visit me in the Philippines.
Who's that? Do you know that, Hydra?
No, I don't know who Hydra is. Hydra, who are you? Like, how do you know me? Okay.
Sound like one of your family members?
Maybe. I have lots of family.
Yeah.
So there it is. Let me see here.
So yeah, Apple Watch. I'm gonna have to. I'm not knocking down Apple.
No,
right?
not
Because
by any means.
Apple has a great product. It's just that this product was sold, right? And now it's back in
It was
January
sold and resold.
resold.
That was weird.
Right? And so now it's just me. I'm the dumb one. I made a mistake and I bought stuff from Walmart. Okay.
Yeah.
And Walmart allows other vendors to send the watch or whatever that you're buying from Walmart, and it's not serialized. So,
And it's old, you know. Let me see. Oh, he's a GME follower.
GME follower.
Aw, thanks.
That's cool.
Thanks
That's
for
cool.
knowing about my channel,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, so you know what? That's good. You must be an investor then. You know, so if you're following his GME, you must be an investor. So that's good. You know, if you got money to invest, that's great. Don't be like us. We're dumb. We're spending all kinds of money on structure,
on
backyard.
building a house in the
building a house in the
Philippines.
backyard.
All good. It's
Yeah.
fun. We're having fun. I'm
Now
having fun.
she
I'm
says
having
she's
fun.
having fun.
I'm having
See?
fun.
No
I'm having
regrets.
fun.
No regrets. I say, carpe diem.
So we what are you trying to end it?
No. I'm not saying that.
Okay. We
I'm
still
just
have
saying-
a lot to tell you
Oh
guys.
gosh, more
I
stuff.
know.
Okay, go ahead.
I know. We're pulling an all-nighter.
Uh,
Okay, so we'll try to be a little quicker. So we're in Clark and we're at SM Mall and we're walking around. He finds a chiropractor. Right? You found a chiropractor?
Yeah, find a chiropractor.
We were trying to like make appointments for anything and it's all fully booked everywhere. Like
Mhm.
massage, you know, anything. Chiropractor, couldn't get in either. So we're gonna have to make an appointment, but it was nice to find a chiropractor.
It was nice. Actually, the Clark SM is by far the best SM
Yeah.
that we've gone to. Right.
Yeah, it is the best
it's
SM mall.
One of
so
the
far.
biggest ones.
I mean, we went to Mall of Asia, which is an SM mall.
That one was too. That was like
It's way too big.
It's way too big. You couldn't visit it. I mean, the same thing. Clark SM, we didn't visit.
Clark
everything.
is big.
But at the same, but it's like it's big enough that we can reach the majority of the places. I am disappointed though because their play zone for the kids is not big enough.
Their play zone. They don't have like a real big play zone.
But this SM has like a bowling alley.
Mhm.
They have laser tags.
Movie theater.
They have movie theaters inside. They have
Everything.
like a play area, where
Wellness
it's like
center.
a mini Bellagio water thingy that's happening.
It's got a lot of food. You can eat some real good food at that mall.
Yeah, chiropractor, dentist. They had like doctors there. And
Yes.
it's great.
Skin whitening.
Yeah.
everything at this place. So it's our favorite mall, and we went to the Nike store.
Oh yeah.
Nike store.
So
We shop like we're still working.
Yes. So I'll tell you what. Why go to a nice Nike store, right? We can buy like off-brand stuff and things like that. Because our kids are our number one priority. And I'll tell you, my son and my daughter, they both like are into different things. My
Mhm.
daughter's into artwork, and every opportunity we get, we buy her art stuff, so that way
Mhm.
she can expand her knowledge, continue to be artistic,
Mhm.
draw, do
Build her
beads, build her
skills.
skills and things like that.
She's really cute. She can draw anime. She can draw like she's actually really good at drawing.
She's an artist.
Yeah.
So my son, he likes sports, right? So one of his favorite sports is basketball, and we always go back and forth between, who's the GOAT, because everybody talks about LeBron James, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Jordan, hello, you're in Philippines. You know what I mean? Nobody talks about LeBron James in Philippines. Everyone wears Jordans, right? So we go to the Nike store,
Mhm.
and this guy finds a Michael Jordan jersey.
Mhm.
And
it's his
face
size.
lights up.
Yeah.
His face lights up, okay? And he's like, I want this. Can you please, I want this.
Jordan
Right?
is the GOAT.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Hydra 420, Jordan is the GOAT. Come on, 6 rings. He's got like he's got too many rings for one hand. He needs it on the other hand. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So here we are shopping around for our kids, and they're just having a blast in there.
Mhm. Trying on clothes. They're so cute.
Yeah. And so we are investing in our kids, and we want to water, kind of like that part of their dream. We want to give more of that, what they're passionate about. That's why we provide all kinds of artistic stuff for my daughter, and then my son, we provide him all these things for basketball.
So they're saying that they literally changed the rules for LeBron to succeed.
They changed the rules for Michael Jordan because he was so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy is so good. You know what I mean? Let's not get there. But now LeBron James, you know what I mean? They touch him and he's like,
foul. Yeah,
anyways,
but
you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to play basketball. You know.
So
what
we
I
went to
mean?
the Nike store, and we spent $484 at the Nike store. Okay, and if we are on a $3,000 budget,
we went a little bit overboard for the kids.
Then, yeah. No, we did.
We went a little bit overboard for the kids, but you know what though? It's my son.
For someone who wears uniforms 4 days a week, we sure got them a lot of civilian clothes.
Yeah. And my response to that is this: my son is only going to be 8 years old for so long. My daughter is only going to be 9 years old for so long. With each passing day, they get older, and their passion, right, and how they look at life is going to change. And I want them to be passionate about what they love right now. I want to feed into that, right, into their passion right now, so that way maybe they can do something with that. They can. And I'm hoping that they do. I'd rather have them focus on sports, have them focus on, art stuff, instruments, than, doing something else, because they're passionate about it. My daughter and my wife, they do art Saturday. Right?
Yeah.
What parent does that, where they sit down for like an hour to 2 hours and they just do artwork,
art projects?
Okay, that's crazy. But then again, she's also passionate about our kids because she does Spanish with them weekly, right?
Yeah.
So our kids are learning
We speak Spanish
Ilocano,
all the time.
Tagalog, but then D is making sure that they're keeping up on their Spanish.
Mhm.
And so
No, it's funny because I don't lead the art. Himiko leads art. So she's like doing her little lesson plan, and she's like, okay, this is how we're going to do our art lesson today, Mom. And I'm like, sure. And I sit there and I just let her tell me how to do this art.
arts and crafts.
Yeah.
So she really loves it. She
Yeah.
really loves
I was
it.
going to say, we saw something really funny today.
Oh. Is it me?
Dogs in diapers. Okay.
Okay,
dog
no.
culture.
Okay, we've seen dogs in diapers before. Okay, but this one's
Dog
different.
Culture
But this one's go ahead, talk about it
in
again.
the Philippines.
Go ahead.
Okay. So if you're in the province, dog culture is like stray dog everywhere. All right. Dogs sleep on the road. Dogs are running around. Dogs leave humans alone. All right. They got their own little stuff happening. Well, yeah, the dogs out here are way different. They're very docile. Dog culture in the city. Okay. They're also very docile. They do not pay attention to humans. But dogs in the city wear diapers. And today we saw a diaper being changed. That's funny. I think it's hilarious because it's not just little dogs wearing diapers, it's golden retrievers, like big old hairy dogs wearing big, big diapers. It's just funny. I think it's hilarious. It just makes me laugh.
It was pretty dumb because these dog diapers have holes for the tail. Okay?
Right.
And so the dog did its business, and here it is, the owner. Right, it's a pretty big dog. I was like, the owner is taking its time, right?
Pulling it
out the
off.
diaper, you know,
It's like
kind
a
of close.
big
Yeah,
old
big
diaper.
It was like a big ass dog. And so pulling the diaper, wrapping it up, busts out, takes out like the plastic bag, puts it in a plastic bag, wraps it up, pulls out a new diaper and slaps it on the dog. I was like, oh my goodness, you know, now I know. That's how they do it. It's just like a baby, you know. They're just like a baby. But not like the baby's on its back. The dog is on four legs. The
I'm
dog
not
is on
used
four
to
legs.
the dog culture
Yeah.
out here. The dog culture out here is pretty funny.
I was told by Yu-Gi-Oh, one of the viewers, he said, he made a comment. He was like, yeah, so the haves, right, which is the elites of Philippines. So that's a part of their, that's how they show their status is by having a
Dogs.
dog. So if you have a dog and you have it on diapers, I guess that means you're rich. You know what I mean?
It's just interesting.
you're
It's just
just-
funny.
you're
I think
rich.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That is funny.
Yeah, dog culture here is totally weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, that's crazy.
Something else I wanted to bring up is so we take the T-Plex and also the NLEX. I mean, these are the main highways, the big ones, the ones that you have to have 400 cc's or more to get on with a motorcycle. We have been noticing since we've been driving these things, patrol. And I don't know if these patrol are like looking for people who are speeding or if they're just there to help you if you break down on the side of the road. But we've noticed patrol more often because we're driving in these areas more often. And I get a little nervous when the red and blue go on.
Cherries and berries are up.
Yes, I get a little nervous because I don't want to get a ticket. And yes, I speed. I speed on the freeways because I think it says 60 to 100 miles an hour, but it's really 60 to 100 kilometers. And so I'm looking at the wrong part of the odometer. And so when I look speedometer, when I look down, I'm like, oh my God, I am going 80 miles an hour and I'm only supposed to go 40 or something.
Yeah, so the SUV right now has both gauges, right? It's in kilometers and it's in miles because I want to see it. Like I want to know in my mind how to convert this thing, right? So I guess she would, but the miles is bigger than the kilometers. So she was looking at the speed limit, which is 60 to 100 kilometers per hour, but she was driving between 60 to 100 miles per hour. And Yeah. Now she's
And
paying attention
so
to
when I
cops.
saw the red and blue, I was like, oh no, this chick's getting a ticket. But I didn't. He never like caught up to me, obviously, and I don't think he was after me. So that's
Yeah.
good news.
You know, that's one of the things I think we're gonna have to research is like just pull over on the side of the road and just talk to him, be like, hey, what's up, man? What do you guys do?
You want to just go and ask him, like,
let's do
hey,
it,
what's
man.
your rollout here?
Yeah,
Okay,
what's
yeah,
your-
because
what- are you here to help someone when they're broken down, or are you
Mhm.
supposed to be like writing people tickets, like
Mhm.
pulling them over? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so is there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, we're having
This is like a
we're-
long
yeah, it's a
live.
long live. We're having fun. We're having a blast. Yeah, for those of you
The
guys,
honeymoon is over.
for those of you guys who are planning to come out here to Philippines and doing the same thing, it doesn't matter where you're from, whether you're Australia, you're from
Britain, British.
you're from United States America, feel free to come on and ask us questions. We'll hook you up and do the research for you. Most likely we're probably going through it anyways. We decided to stay and live in the province instead of the city.
Yeah, I like
Just-
province life.
Yeah, just because the pace of life here is a lot slower.
I'm still very busy for not working. I'm still very busy.
Mhm,
I got a
mhm.
lot of housework to do around
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, that's true.
Laundry, dishes, cooking, kids. I'm pretty busy.
You cook?
No, I go to Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
yeah, I thought so.
Hey,
All right,
it takes
yeah.
time to get over there.
Yeah.
Hey, what's for food?
Yeah.
Chowking.
Chowking. She cooks
Sure.
chowking, Jollibee, and
I'll be like, oh, so we went to that restaurant today. I was like, you like my cooking? It's good,
yeah,
right?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining us
Yes,
today.
we are living our lives to the fullest.
We're living our lives to the
Yes,
fullest.
we're very
And
present
so-
and here, and we are enjoying it. So thank you for watching. See you on the next one.